I'm talking about elders. I'm talking about people who are not psychiatrists, psychologists, but they have wisdom. And we're in a time now, ladies and gentlemen, the president tomorrow, the new one, ringing a bell, and this bell is bothering a lot of people because there are protectionists who pimp other poor people, and not necessarily just for money. They do it for a feeling of oh, and they don't know how to help anybody. There are people, the way that they expect you to help other people, you will not be helping them. You can pick them up and you can carry them. But did you ask them to try and walk? Many of us are Protestants, and our ministers talk about Jesus, and the people go, hey! Jesus is coming! Yeah! Gonna make everything all right! Ah! There are people who are not going to be too happy with Jesus. Because from what I've read, Jesus is not going to go around straightening out your bills, taking care of your high blood pressure, and fixing things. From what I've read, Jesus says more of a go ye after finding out what ye need. So there's people who are not going to be thrilled with Jesus. Jesus can't go, I ain't talking, he's going to tell me to get up and get a job. See? I want to know why he couldn't make some money to just make that. I told him, I said, look, you Jesus, just make some money and just leave it there. I'll take care of a job. Let me out your mind. You ain't Jesus. And the ministers won't tell the people that. They keep saying Jesus is coming, but you notice they don't say that about God, because God is not written that way. You mess with God, God put some locusts on you. God put frogs in your underwear, put famine, rain, elephants all in your apartment. You don't mess with God. God tell you to do something, you move. George Foreman said, God tell you to sit down, you don't look for a chair. That's what he said. I'm not Jesus and I'm not God, but I do know that we have no business with show business telling us how to raise our children. As soon as I said that, he said, I got 30 seconds left. How's that? But we've got to stop what we're doing and start doing what we're not doing. It is very simple. I am not telling you to pull yourself up with something you don't have. Idiots are going around. Bill Cosby said, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We don't have bootstraps. Look, idiot. not talking about the boots. Here's what I'm saying. You got a culture. Define it. Don't let somebody who's concerned with guns and knocking up women and calling them names and a whole bunch of foul mouth life and never saying to your children, come on, study. Now look, I don't have that much time. Don't applaud for anything. I'm saying, for instance, I'm not putting James Brown down. I'm giving you an example. James Brown got a song called Sex Machine. Say, get up, get on up, stay on the scene like a sex machine. Okay. Now, very popular, but let's change the words. Get up, stay on the scene like a steadying machine. Tell your children that. Ha! Pat, 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 pat. Can I go to the algebra? Parents need to know where the children are. Get no business out here, 11:30 at night, riding a bicycle on school night. And these people don't know that this is not a good thing. Will curse you out. Now you put a curfew on them, and they want to know, this is my child. Look, lady, it costs $41,000 a year to keep your child in prison. We're trying to save a little money. You say what you want about me. I'm talking about 70% dropout in certain areas. They're in trouble. I'm talking about men who need to come and claim the child. That's all. You can't, the law is against you and that's against you. Nothing stops you from writing a letter to say, dear so-and-so, I'm your father. Can't get to you right now physically. I don't have money right now, but I do want you to know that I care about you. Write something about study. Write something about school. This is what I want you to do. Here's a picture of me. Take it and tear it up, throw it away if you want, but I want you to know I'm your father and that I love you. That's all. That's all. There's too much of this going on. And there are more people who are concerned about what some white people will say to them after I've spoken than worried about what I just said. Well, you're putting the dirty laundry. Well, if you have dirty laundry, how long are you going to leave it out there? Well, excuse me, I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just trying to make right. And so those of you here this evening, tonight, tomorrow, but there's coming times you've got to continue to be there. You workers who are psychiatrists and psychologists, you've got to stay on these people. Some of them are depressed. They don't understand. And when you see it, you feel so sorry, you just leave them alone. You're not doing your damn job. School teachers, you need to talk to each other. And damn all this leave no child behind. It makes no sense to keep passing the child on and the child doesn't know anything. That's not the definition of teaching. The definition of teaching is that the child will learn. This thing, oh yeah, no child behind. The child's behind is moving right on out when the brain is still back in the second grade. Let the superintendents, let the principals know this. We're going to make some changes. Tell the teachers union, no more of this. You're killing our teachers. You take the very love and spirit out of a person who graduated from college as a teacher to save the world, and you leave them in this mess. 32 children. And 29 of them coming from homes that are all busted up and nobody knows who the father, where the mother, 27 foster upset, and these children are in pain, they're scared, they're sad, and nobody's listening to them. Our children, some of them look like refugees that look so sad. They don't know how to talk. And who are the heroes? Somebody put tea in the pit in the death worms or somebody like that. Get a gun by no means and blow each other's brains out. And we're worried about what some damn white person is saying. The revolution is in your house. The revolution is in your soul, your spirit, to give to each other. Speak up. You go to these parents and be nice about it. Sister, I saw your child. Well, you know, blah, blah, blah. Sister, I'll be back. Talk to the children. Some of these children haven't had a hug since the day they were born. And some of you people know exactly what I'm talking about because you're related to some of them. And you're scared to go speak. Go speak. We've got to pick up. Because we've got a president who said, I need you. I can't do it myself. And he means it. And we know what he means. That's why we're here today. Not just one day.